So I saw these at Dollar Tree, brittle mix, brownie brittle mix, and peanut brittle mix. This one is a no mix, and this one you have to add some ingredients to it. So I thought I'd make them both and let you know how they came out. Since the peanut brittle mix is already prepared, all you have to do is turn the oven to 350, which I've done, and put parchment paper or generously grease a cookie sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and put it on the sheet and see what we got. All right, let's dump this onto the parchment paper. Oh, it's not what I expected. It's kind of like dry and sugary. So I'm just going to spread this out. They said to put it into an 8-inch square. I guess whatever this is will melt in the oven and then be peanut brittle. I don't know. We'll see. I expected something a little, I guess, more batter-like. All right, while the peanut brittle is baking, I'm gonna do this, the brownie brittle. And this calls for the mix plus half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. All right, here's the mix out of the bag. It's a powder. I have a stick of butter. Actually, it's margarine, Bluebonnet. So what I'm gonna do is just sort of cut this up. It's softened. I'm just gonna cut this up and sort of put it all over the place. Now the instructions said that this could get really stiff and you might have to mix it with your hands. So I'm gonna presume you have to mix it with your hands, and I will mix it with my hands. I've just washed my hands, so you know that. I might start with the fork, but I will spare you that, and I will show you in a few minutes how it came out. Well, they were right. You do need to use your hands. At least I needed to use my hands. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of crumbly but buttery. And they suggested next to put it onto a pan. I, again, have another pan with parchment papers, and you want to make it into like a 11 by 12 inch square. So I'm just going to press it into the pan like this till it pretty much covers the parchment paper. Well, here it is in the pan. Pushing it with my fingers was rather unsuccessful, so I ended up just taking the heel of my hand and going like this to flatten it out. I'm going to wait till the peanut brittle is done. It's in the oven right now, and then I'll see how that turned out and put this one in. Just took the peanut brittle out to look at it, and it is a mess. Some of it's a little more cooked, some of it's not cooked. So I'm going to take a fork and kind of mix this up and stick it back in the oven for a few more minutes. Well, I pushed it all into the middle, and I think I'm just going to call it a day with this and set it out to cool. Well, here's the brownie brittle out of the oven. I had to lower the temperature to about 325 because it started to burn in a couple places. I'm not sure if it's ready or not, but I guess it's as ready as it's going to be. They said the edges had to be kind of firm, so the edges that aren't burnt are firm. And we'll just let it dry out and cool off and see what happens. Okay, so while the brownie brittle is cooling, I guess, let's see what we can do with this. The first thing is going to be pulling the backing off. This is cooled. Well, that's coming off really well. Look at that. It came off great. Let me see if it breaks up like it's supposed to. There you go. It's breaking off. Nice, and it's a little bit sticky, but because it's a tiny bit warm, it's breaking up just like peanut brittle should. There you go. And this is about the amount you get all broken up. Let me give it a try. There's a piece. Really yummy. Okay, so here we are with the brownie brittle. It's had an opportunity to cool, and let's see what happens. The back peels off really well. It is really greasy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's just dripping with oil. Oh my God. Okay, so is the pan. Now let's give it a try anyway. Oh, my fingers are so greasy. It's kind of like brownie. This end of it's a little crisper. So I'm going to put this on the plate here. This is so greasy. I'm going to put the crispier ones here. Really greasy. There we go. I'm going to finish breaking this up and we'll see what we got going on here. So the next day I tried both the peanut brittle and the brownie brittle to see how they were. Brownie brittle was either really too hard to chew, or it still had a little bit of flexibility in it and a little easier to chew. I guess that depended where it was on the pan. The taste was okay. It wasn't like really anything to write home about, more like a brownie that was just overcooked, I guess. Nothing about it was special. Plus, I hated all the greasiness when I was taking it out of the pan. On the other hand, the peanut brittle was perfect. Wonderful. It was easy to chew, break open, very delicious. It was something I definitely would buy again. So hopefully this little video will help you make a decision about what you want to buy or don't want to buy if you see these two products at the Dollar Tree. Thank you so much for watching.